lovely black chair at Cha-Cha's with Jessica Bach. We're going to go through 3 different hairstyles with 3 fabulous fascinators from the Fashion at the Races store and show you some great hairstyles and some tips that you can do for your race day. Our first fascinator is a Locopa Designs. I love this piece. It actually comes down on the side of your face. So Jessica here is going to kind of show something to bring the eyes back to your hairstyle on this side. So take it away.
Awesome. So we were talking about primarily just doing like just some loose waves, some curls. I think it's really important to have like a natural, beautiful look, but it needs to be polished.
Right.
So we're gonna curl the entire head of hair, and then we're just gonna pull it over to the side, tuck it under so it has more of like a formal finish to it. Also talk about some products so that the style lasts throughout the day.
That's important.
Yeah.
I can never get it to stay. It always flattens. So
no way, no more.
Yep, you're
no
gonna
more.
help out.
Okay. I have a lovely assistant today, Maddie Culp, and so we're just gonna take it away. And first we will prep your hair. Do you have any products in your hair right now?
Nope.
No, nothing?
Boring old hair.
Okay, so we have it's Hot Tool Shaper. This is by Evo, which is a really awesome product line that we use here at Cha-Cha's. So we're gonna spray this on the hair, spray it about 10 to 12 inches away. We're gonna brush it through the hair, and if you don't brush like something like that, it's like this is a heat protectant, but it's also gonna help maintain your curls after you take the wand to it. And so you brush this through so that when you do the curling iron or a flat iron or any sort of heating tool, it doesn't get that crisp singe sound to it. Okay, so we're gonna brush that through, and
It smells good too.
it smells awesome. We're gonna section off the hair into 3 sections. And having like these little alligator clips or any sort of a clip is very helpful. If you don't have those, then you can just use like rubber bands, or if you're really cheap and you really don't want to do anything, you can just twist your hair like that just to kind of keep it sectioned off. But primarily most people get kind of self-defeated whenever they
I kind of like this
are
look.
doing. Yeah.
Little ponytail in the back.
We're done here.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Isn't that beautiful?
This will get better, I hope.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna let Maddie start curling the left side. I'm gonna start curling the back because there's so much hair. But primarily there's 2 ways you can do this. So you spray the heat protectant, and you can take your curling iron and you can just curl everything away from the face. So everything on the left side is gonna go back towards the left, and then everything on the right side goes back towards the right. And the reason for that is because we no longer do those curls where they're just like curled under. It's kind of like a 90s look. So we don't want 90s. Okay.
I'm terrible at curling.
All
I
right.
have a wand, and I've kind of gotten okay with that, but even that will flatten out within a couple hours for me.
Right.
I don't put product in, so I'm sure that that's part of it.
That's huge.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever you shampoo, so basically let's start from the beginning. You shampoo and you condition your hair. You should always leave your conditioner on for 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
That's gonna help seal the cuticle. And then that way when you come to this actual process with the heat, you're not going to damage your hair because your cuticle is sealed. So basically we're going to use a heat protectant, but this is also going to help stimulate the heat. So it's gonna help maintain the curl. After you curl the hair, you can hold it for a couple seconds. You have to let it cool before you touch it or do anything to it.
Okay.
So I'm just holding it here. And then when I let it go, it's pretty much completely cooled. If you really want to go above and beyond and you want your curls to last all day long, after you curl your hair, you can wrap them up in cool rollers called Velcros. And you just wear those all day until it's time to leave. Take them down, you're ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I have seen some people, when it's on the roller, they spray with hairspray. That to me seems like that's a bad thing to do. Is that?
There's really no need to spray like the curls, I guess, while they're in the rollers. Like, hot rollers.
No, I think
or
these,
just
they're
like something. Oh gosh, no, you don't do that.
bad?
First,
Okay.
you're like wasting your hairspray. You're gonna ruin your curling iron. That's where you see all the little black spots and things. And then, so you definitely, I mean, you spend a lot of money on these tools, so you don't want to ruin them.
Okay.
No, you can though. You can spray a section of hair, but if you have only hairspray, use hairspray, that's fine, but you have to brush it out because if you spray it and it's wet and then you add the curling iron or roller, then it gets stiff and crispy and it just doesn't even look good. Natural, touchable hair is the best hair.
Right.
Like we don't do the helmet head anymore.
Helmet head.
Helmet head. So sectioning off the hair and taking small sections, that's the smaller the section you have, the smaller piece of hair that you curl, the longer the curl's gonna last. And just like keep in mind that you do want to curl everything away from the face. This is really cool. It's like $2 at Sally's. It's a teasing brush. If you want to add a little bit of volume around here, around the crown or around the face, just slightly tease. It doesn't have to be like crazy. Just like a small little tease and then brush, smooth it out over top. And that's going to give you more volume if you're looking for like a bigger look. So I'm actually taking this strand and I'm wrapping it around my barrel, but we use a different type of curling iron. This is a Marcel, so it's just easier for me to wrap it around the barrel with this particular type of curling iron. But if I were curling my hair at home and I actually like press down on the handle, then I would just take it and wrap it up inside the barrel like this. And if you want to do more of like a beachy, loose wave, then you want to leave out the same length from the scalp as you do from the ends here. And that's going to give you more of like that beachy look.
Nice, never knew that. I know you see all these ladies on the red carpet and you have no idea how to even get close to that look.
Right.
And it's as simple as that.
So those are some like helpful hints. It's pretty much just all about like timing. You know, curl your hair and like I said, just like you could even like pin it back into like just like a small pony while you're getting ready and doing your makeup, or curling it back up in Velcro rollers, and then come back to like actually finishing your style after you place your fascinator on, and then finish your style then. But take the time to curl your hair sometime. Don't wait until it's time to go and you're like, oh, I gotta curl my hair. And then just go with completely flat hair with a beautiful outfit. Oh, it's really also very important. If your curling iron has like a heat setting on it, these can go up to 430, 450 degrees. Okay, that can bake a chicken, right? That's really, really hot.
We're not making chicken, we're styling hair.
We're styling hair. So if you have a fragile, fine, baby fine blonde hair, you do not need your curling iron to be set that high. Yeah, you will completely take your hair off your head. Do you remember that Cynthia doll that Angelica used to carry around on the Rugrats? Oh my goodness. Do you remember that doll?
I used to know I used to love the Rugrats. I'm trying to remember.
It's this little doll that has these little hairs sticking up on the top of the head. That's some women, that's what their hair looks like when they bake a chicken on their head. So your hair is completely curled, and so now it's time for the actual chisel styling part. So we're gonna take this top section, tease, add some teasing powder, which we also like to call fairy dust.
Fairy dust.
Yes, so this is very concentrated. You just sprinkle a little on, otherwise your hair is going to feel dirty, and that's not the idea here. You're just adding volume. And teasing brush, this is also called back combing. So this is going to give you a little bit more lift.
And so where can we get fairy dust? Pretty much anywhere?
Yeah, you can get it pretty much anywhere. Of course, we carry it here at Cha-Cha's. It's called Haze. We use it out of our Evo products line. You're also going to tease up here around the face. Just like that. Thanks. And
I feel like it's like drugs for hair.
it is. So if your hair feels flat during the day, you can just take your fingers and just kind of push it up, and it's going to give you more lift. So with the style that we're doing today, we don't need like, you know, super big hair. We want it to be really pretty and natural. When we place our fascinator on though, we are going to hide the string, right? So
Yes,
we'll need to section off this front part, because after we place the hat on and the string is going to be underneath this, we'll be able to use this to hide it.
Perfect.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. We'll pull this in front too. So you can take all of this hair in the back, clip it, and we'll place this on. And probably bring a little bit more hair back, right? Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh, you're
How
ready
is
to
that
go. Yeah. Okay, so for this look, we are going to, I'm going to turn you around here so the audience can see. We're going to take the right side here, and we're going to use this, and we're just going to twist it. This is kind of an anchor below your hair, so you're just going to take this, twist it here. You can do this so many different ways. You can braid it, you can twist it like this. Take another piece of hair, anchor it together, continue to twist.
Good thing this is on video so I can watch and do this at home.
Yeah. You have gorgeous hair.
Thanks.
Okay. So this is going to do a couple of things for you. This will keep your hair off of the back of your neck. So you feel a little bit more secure and you don't feel like your hair's flying everywhere. So you're going to have that, and you're also going to have more of like a polished, finished look. So this would definitely be considered like an updo, but it's an informal updo.
Yeah, we were talking about before how so many ladies just don't, you know, put the effort in their hair and it's flat and it hangs there. This is a great way to kind of leave it down but still be polished, and you want to be polished at the races.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely something that every girl, I think, would definitely be capable of pulling off, especially if you have natural curly hair. Mm-hmm. And a lot of women with naturally curly hair are very, they feel like, well, it's dry, so it frizzes up pretty easy. So if you were to conceal it and primarily like secure most of it in the back, you're not gonna have to worry too much about hair flying everywhere. So we could leave it something like this, which is absolutely beautiful, and it's more of like pulling your hair to the side, but it's secure, it's not gonna go anywhere. Put as many bobby pins in the back as you feel that you need. You know, you have a lot of hair, it's super heavy, so you're gonna need a lot. So this feels pretty secure. If you can leave it something like this. If you really if you want more of a pony type look, you can achieve this by taking just a section of hair. A lot of women don't like this hanging in their face all day. So we're gonna, are you one of those girls?
Well,
See,
especially if you're, you know, you're having a champagne, you're doing a bet, you know, you don't want to worry about that.
Oh no, you don't. Okay, so we're gonna take this section of hair and we're gonna wrap it around and and we're gonna use it as almost like a ponytail holder, right?
So
Isn't that super cute?
And so you secure just with bobby pins?
Yeah, so you'll just take this and you can secure it with bobby pins. You can use 2 bobby pins and put them in the form of like an X.
Okay.
And that's going to, they're gonna...
Get your girlfriends to help with you.
Yes.
You don't have to do this alone.
You don't really have to worry about this like little tail that's poking out because it's gonna end up like blending with all of this hair. But for me, I'm gonna conceal the tail. But if you can't seem to figure out how to do it, it's not really gonna cause a problem. But you can just take this little tail that was at the end of that little and stick it right under this little wrapped part. If you have like a handheld mirror, then you'll be able to really see the back of it as you're styling it. You look so gorgeous.
I love it.
Yeah, isn't it gorgeous? Okay,
perfect.
So we have hairspray. Remember, 10 to 12 inches away from the hair. The idea of hairspray is to not completely wet the hair with hairspray, but just to add some hold. So close your eyes. This is a really cool hairspray because it's actually a volumizing. It's not very sticky and wet, it's very airy. And of course,
Cloud.
yes, we have shine spray. So pretend that's coming out. There we go. This shine spray is awesome for brunettes, also blondes.
Pops.
Yes, makes it pop. You look great.
I think we're ready.
Yeah.
Really? Thank you.